Good evening, folks. I just thought we'd take a look at a surplus piece of equipment that I procured this week, and I just thought I'd show you. It's quite an interesting item, I think. It's the LG NC1000, which is essentially a small form factor PC, and it's utilised in the sort of advertising industry. So when you get into a department store or an airport and you see these huge displays on the wall, it's normally one of these or something equivalent that's running those and displaying those adverts. So yeah, I thought we'd just take a look at it because there's no videos there's no videos on YouTube and very little information on this on the internet. So we'll have a look at the back. On the back we've got power, card reader, serial, VGA, digital and analog audio out, so optical. We've got 5 USB slots. This one's recessed in, presumably so you can put in a small pen drive and people can't easily take it out. Ethernet, mini express card slot, presumably for wireless cards or whatever, and an HDMI out. Now to take the case off, there's just a screw here and one on the opposite side as well. Just the 2 screws, and then the cover slides off to reveal a rather sparse interior. And what we've got in here is just a switch mode power supply, a sort of breakout board from the main computer, if you want to call it that, which is carrying video, audio, and obviously power this way into the actual computer itself. The computer itself, it's all BGA on board, very minimal. We've got a heat pipe and heat sink and fan for cooling, obviously. 1GB stick of RAM and an 8GB SSD. The processor is a 1.6 GHz Atom CPU, so fairly low power. It's not going to break any benchmarking tests, but as far as I'm going to use it for, which is a small workshop computer that boots up almost instantly, it's absolutely perfect. So 8GB SSD. I had an old copy of Windows Vista Ultimate lying around, and I thought I would try it. The software, I think it's Smart Screen it's called, which displays the adverts and videos and media. It's designed, as you'll see on here, to run Windows embedded. So very minimal operating system. So LG provide that software as an OS install, and looking at the support website, it just looks really convoluted to get that on there, and I've no need to get it on there because I don't need to do any advertising in my workshop. So I went into the BIOS, plugged in a USB DVD drive, and just smashed this copy of Windows Vista Ultimate in, and it installed. There was a couple of drivers missing. The coprocessor driver was missing, but the operating system works absolutely flawlessly, and absolutely no problems with it. The only problem, I suppose, is that it takes up about 7 GB of the 8GB SSD, because there's, I think, 341 megabytes free when you look in my computer. So what I thought I was going to do was to replace this 8GB SSD with this 128GB SSD, which I had lying around out one of my old laptops. But unfortunately, if I take the 8GB one out and then we compare these connectors, they are totally different. So that's a bit disappointing. But then I thought, oh wait, I've got an adapter. And that doesn't work either, because that's takes micro SATA to normal SATA, and that's not a normal SATA connector either. Oh wait a second, it is. Well, that's slightly embarrassing. But Oh well, can't believe I just done that. Never mind. You know, I had tried every combination that and it never worked, and it's just popped in. Oh well, fail. I think the term is. But yeah, so but this is gets on to my point anyway. If I had to adapt this connector to this connector, so it is SATA to micro SATA, you know, it's not gonna have the clearance for the case because clearly that's protruding a good inch over the side, you know, a good 2.5 centimeters, something like that, out the side of where the case should be. So I think my only other option really is to either try and find a bigger capacity SSD this size, which, if like I say, I need to find out what connector that is. If anybody knows, please comment. So yeah, either find a bigger one in this sort of form factor with this connector, or see if I can get a SATA to micro SATA cable and possibly reposition this. There's an unused standoff here, so maybe just reroute this power slightly, and you know, just mount it in there with a cable coming from here into here. I suspect, you know, for 128 gigabyte SATA in this form factor, it's going to be rather expensive, and given the fact that these are selling on eBay for around £10 to £15, it's probably not going to be worth it. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. And like I say, it's slightly interesting, something different to look at. But if you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe if you wish. I'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye bye.